Hey guys, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at the Mcfarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11, the Joker. And alright, wow, this looks freaking awesome. When it was announced, I wasn't really excited. I was like, they're making a Joker figure and they haven't made some of the mainstays. We haven't seen a Frost figure or Aaron Black, Devora, some of these really cool characters that would be awesome figures. But seeing pictures of it and stuff like that, it looked really awesome. I was really excited. He looked better than some of the Jokers that we had for the DC line. And having him in hand, yeah, it looks like it holds up on that. So this is a figure that I'm excited to talk about. So let's get into it. So classic Mortal Kombat box. We don't see anything different. Yellow box, big front. But one thing that is cool about this is we got the ha-ha-ha's kind of going through in the back, which I think is a really cool touch. We can see it actually comes with two accessories. Of course, the stand you can see behind him, which is nice because normally they come with one to none for some of these figures and stuff. And he just looks really good. On the side, we got a product shot of the Joker standing there with his cane, and then on the back, of course, just a big shot of the Joker. 22 points of moving parts. Mortal Kombat logo on the side, the window on top for light. UPC on the bottom, of course, always in the shots for you guys at the end. So let's open this up and check out our Joker. Looking at our Joker figure on the turntable, and I can say I love this figure. This figure is awesome. This is definitely my favorite Mortal Kombat 11 figure, and it's kind of weird because it's not a traditional character. I just think this figure is a lot of fun. The Joker in the game was also a surprise for me. He was a character that I also was not really... I was like, man, another guest character. But the Joker fit in so well. Even though he could be a cheap bastard, he was still really fun. And they captured him on here. I think it's really cool. And I had more fun posing him and taking a couple quick pictures before I got to this point. And yeah, I think this is a really cool figure. Even if you're not a Mortal Kombat fan, if you're just a Joker fan or a DC fan and you wanted this to go with your DC figures, he scales in there. And yeah, it's the best Joker I think so far. Now the 3 Jokers have just come out and stuff like that, and I can't wait to compare them all and kind of line them up. But at this time, it's the best Joker I've gotten so far from Mcfarlane. So let's take him off of here and we'll take a look at his accessories and the figure itself. Looking at our figure, he comes with 2 accessories. So we get this cane, which looks really awesome. There is detail on there with that kind of crazy looking helmet mask. But yeah, this looks really cool. There's some detail there. It's a little warped, so I'm going to have to put the heat to it. But I do like the silver that kind of wraps around on it. And he holds it pretty well. His hands... his trigger finger hands, which is not a surprise. We're talking about a Mcfarlane figure. But either one of them is designed to either hold the knife or the cane very easy. It's kind of got to slide in. And he can 2-hand hold it if you like. And I kind of put him in a running pose and stuff, but it scales up pretty well. His hands are just a little too short to do the pose I want it. Maybe you can get it, but it just needs to be just a tiny bit longer, and you could have got it now. But overall, this is a really cool accessory. It's one of the more brutal and cheesy weapons he uses in the game to combo you in the air, but really cool. I wish the only other thing they could have given him I would have liked would have been like the little surprise jack-in-the-box. And then we got this knife, which has the thickest handle I've ever seen on a knife. And the reason why is because his hands are designed to hold the cane and the knife equally. So the knife had to be as thick, pretty much, as the cane handle. And that is why. But yeah, at first it seems kind of like jarring. It's like, why is this handle so thick? But it's also slightly warped. It's also got to put some heat on it as well, but it looks good. Classic hunting knife. You can see some rivets in the handle. It's just and there's no blood or anything on it like that. There's also a little screw on the blade, but looks great in his hands. Like I said, Just kind of working in the sand. And there you go. Now for the figure itself, I think this looks fantastic. Classic Joker in purple and green. Got his little flower lapel on there and stuff like that. There is detail with the stripes on the leg, and then the jacket actually has more of a kind of like, I don't want to say like a almost like a tweed kind of texture to it. So it is different, which is really nice. There is like kind of a floral kind of pattern on his shirt, and you can see that he's got some suspenders on there. That looks really good. The gloves are also textured. It's like a rough kind of texture on the gloves, which looks really cool as well. Oh, I just noticed that they have brown in their coat, so I didn't even notice that when I was looking at it earlier. So that is a really cool detail as well, and I do love the way it hangs on the back like that. I'm just really impressed with this figure overall. Coming from some of the Mortal Kombat figures, they've been kind of similar, a little stiff, kind of bulky at the waist down, and this guy is really cool. It's a really set a nice mold and unique figure for the wave, and the fact that you can use it on your DC with your DC figures is even better. I mean, just look at that look at that right there. There you go. That is, you're sold. Let's end the video. But yeah, I think it looks great. The color's great. He's got the nice dress shoes on. Take a look at the articulation on our Joker. Oh wait, sorry, jumping one more ahead. Last thing I want to look at, let's look at that face. So real sinister face. I do love the extended red here, where he kind of sticks his finger on the blade and does like the blood across his lips in the game. So that looks really awesome on there, and the paint on the face is really good. Look at those teeth, those eyes. The hair sculpted really good. There's some waves in it. It's got kind of that high corners, kind of like you normally see on the Joker. But yeah, he looks awesome as hell. And the skin is like, it's not the norm. It's not super bright white. It's almost like a grayer. And I think it works out extremely well, and I think it looks really, really good. So the articulation on our figure, Joker can actually look up, not that much, but down. You can get a nice down, and the more down you go, the eviler he looks. But and you got some good tilt on there. Get your Michael Myers tilt on, rotation on the head, full arm rotation. There is a bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows. There's rotation on the wrist, but no flex. It does have a little bit of an ab crunch. You can see that far and back, not really much at all. You can get a little bit of diaphragm tilt. There is no waist rotation. Joker can do some splits. Joker can kick about this much. That's to kick those little Jack in the Boxes. Double jointed knees. And that looks pretty good. I'm a stickler for the knees where it kind of breaks a lot and it looks jarring. That doesn't look bad with the pants and stuff like that. It actually looks better than I thought. But yeah, kick his own butt. There is rotation on the wrist. It is on a ball. It's a little hindered by the pants cuffs, but not bad. We have a toe flex slightly. Peg holes on the bottom of his shoes. yeah, that is our figure. I think this figure is awesome. Definitely get him if you're a fan. Let's I think you'll love it. I think you'll like it. If you're either way, if you're Mortal Kombat DC fan or just a Joker fan, this is a great figure. And lastly, here is our Joker compared to some of the other figures from DC Multiverse and Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat, DC, Mortal Kombat, DC, Mortal Kombat. And you can see he scales perfectly. You can use him on either line if you would like. I think this figure is great. Once again, I highly recommend it. I think he's awesome, and he's a whole lot of fun to play with and pose and take pictures with and stuff, etc. So yeah, it's got my seal of approval. So if you like this video, please leave a like, so consider subscribing, check out our other content. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. If you want to support the channel, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/CajunToyReview. Any money goes towards a new camera. We're at 177 subscribers at the time. 277, man, I did it again. 277 subscribers at the recording of this video. We'll be doing a 300 subscriber giveaway. I'll do a video kind of announcing that next day or so. So if you want to be a part of that, stay tuned and definitely subscribe. And I think that's it, guys. We'll be doing some more Mortal Kombat figures. I know I had kind of asked and to see what people thought. We'll be doing Kotal Khan, Shell Khan, and some of the other ones as well. We do Request, we do DC, NECA, Marvel, and everything else in between. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.